Every 1,000 population consumes 30 tablets of antibiotics every day. And this habitual doses began with the discovery of penicillin, the first modern antibiotic medicine. It took 20 years for the biological discovery to become an industrial product. After the US entered World War II, the government spurred 20 pharmaceutical companies to produce penicillin to reduce casualties of the soldier. Penicillin is a substance from a type of fungi, Penicillium. As it is extracted from living organisms, the medicine can be manufactured by growing fungi with controlled temperature, moisture, acidity, and nutrition. Its amount scales up gradually by cultivating in different tanks. It is the beginning of anthropogenic activity, manipulating a population of particular living microbes and interrupting the biosphere of microorganisms. We believe this drug is contained within certain boundaries and managed for the intended application, but the cross-section of the pathway in this drawing show the rupture of each compartment we use in mass production, application, and after use of the substance. Leakage and spills from the rupture result in unexpected pathways of penicillin, and water becomes an agent to move the medicine throughout the environment and the human body. First, conjunction water of antibiotic pathway in the manufacturing stage. Most pharmaceutical companies manufacture their products in China and India for cheaper cost. The city without a modern infrastructure is abused by pharmaceutical pollution. The factories illegally release wastewater into local underground water. A slum village without a water supply system still gains domestic water from an artificial well that show high contamination of antibiotics. The second rupture happens in the overuse of antibiotics. It is estimated that 73% of all antibiotics are used in farm animals, not humans intake. Much of this use is very routine, not only for sick symptoms, but for farm animals to be kept in poor conditions where the disease spread easily. Mariculture poses a more severe problem because of the open farming condition to the ocean. The cages are made of net, floating ocean, and anchored in the seabed. The structure with high porosity of the net cage results in direct leakage of the medicine to the ecosystem. The third conjunction water of antibiotic pathway is a liver in metropolitan city. Livers in the major city shows high contamination, even we believe that liver water is controlled by modern sewage system. The substance, once entered our society, find their way into livers and our body. Our body works in a symbiosis system, engaging with the bacteria and fungi. Only 10 to 30% of the total number of the gene we have is from the cell of our body, and the rest of them are from the microorganisms. This section of the gut is the place the commensal microorganisms lives and sustains our life together. But penicillin doesn't subject to specific bacteria that occur infection, and it impacts entire microorganisms in our body. So the action of antibiotic ruptures the commensal system of our body with other species. The social and political perspective of antibiotics based on post-industrial metabolism denies the presence of microbes in the compartment. But rupture, leak, and spills in the pathway questions how the boundary as intervened surface regulates the penetration of medicine. Antibiotic is not a product that we can regulate in such a boundary, but a metabolism of microorganisms that we share entire biosphere. So my project is transforming industrial container to commensal habitat with different species.